Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to Wheelchair Football Tonight. I'm Jimmy Anderson, and we're kicking off the halfway point of this season of the PWFL. All 6 teams en route for the Bowie Can 2 trophy at the end of the season. We're going to take a look at our first game. Touchdown Fever going up against the end zones. Let's go down to the field.
Give them a break.
It's a good night for football. It's going to be cool. People could be running. You're going to see a lot of touchdowns tonight.
Hey, I'm gonna get like 3 touchdowns this game. Alright?
They're all going to be for me.
No, they're all gonna be off the interception.
Oh, yeah, now we're talking. Done, get her done.
Alright, welcome to the 3rd week of the Bowie Can 2 football season. You have any questions over the rules? There will be only 2 referees, so try to keep that in mind. Orange, y'all will be away. Gold, y'all will be home. Alright, heads, tails, heads, tails. Alright, call in the air, orange. Heads. He calls heads. And it's heads. What side do you want to defend? They want to defend that way. Alright, you want to kick or receive? Receive. You'll receive. Alright.
I do have one thing. Sorry, have to face the quarterback?
Yeah, yes, sir. Have to face it. Everybody has to face the other way. They can't be stopped. They have to face.
So they have to face this way?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. Orange. Kicking. Gold. Receiving.
And referee Zach McHouston, our own head hockey there. First half highlights coming up. End zones would decide to receive the ball. Alan Montross playing quarterback gets the snap from Sarah Saunders. Quick out right there. Gets it to Mitchell Raybon in the end zone. That would put the first 6 on the board for the end zones. 6-0 to score. Touchdown Fever falling a bit behind early, but it is early yet. Only about 5 minutes have ticked off the game clock right here. Mitchell Raybon playing quarterback this time for the end zones. Snap on Sarah Saunders, but it is intercepted by Chris Ramos, who pitches it to Eric McHouston, who's still going. Caught there by Zach Rule. Great play there by Touchdown Fever. Here you see it one more time in an instant replay. Nice catch there by Chris Ramos, who picks it off. Watch as he pitches it now to Eric McHouston, who's still going up the field, and you know what he's thinking? Alan Montross, come on, man! I've always wanted to do that. Now we go back to Touchdown Fever being quarterbacked here by Moses Reyes, who gets a long snap right there. Looks to Jacob Giberson, it looks like. Nice pass, gets it to Giberson. Montross knows he can't get him, rolling backwards anyway, tries to get a hold of him, but can't do it. That puts them on the board for the first time. It's a tie game, 6-6. Here they're going for the extra point. 1 point for a pass, 2 points if he runs it in. And Moses Reyes looks to be doing just that. That puts them up by 2, 8-6. The current score. Touchdown Fever was down, but they've come back in quick fashion right here. We go back to the end zones. Mitchell Raybon gets the snap. Pump fakes right there, gets it to Jacob Snelson, who's tagged by Moses Reyes. That puts him in the red zone right here. Zach Rule cutting inside. Mitchell Raybon looking to his open man, and that would be Jacob Snelson right there who gets the pass. That puts him up to 12, no extra point. 4-point game for the end zones right here with a 4th down conversion attempt coming up right here for the Texas Lightning, I should say. That's Touchdown Fever, I should say. Moses Reyes with the snap. There you see Jacob Snelson being blocked out. Almost received, but not by Eric McHouston right there. That would have been a huge play for Touchdown Fever. They're down by 4. Mitchell Raybon gets the pass off just in time, but it's intercepted by Eric McHouston, a former teammate from the second and down team last year. Chris Ramos goes down right there. And how ironic is it that Mitchell Raybon passes it to Eric McHouston, and they're both on different teams this year because of the draft. We'll go to second half highlights right now. Mitchell Raybon once again playing quarterback and doing a good job at that here for the end zones. And the ball is picked off by Eric McHouston. And it's going the other way. A huge opportunity here for Touchdown Fever. Touchdown Fever being captained, of course, by Trevor McHouston, who was the captain of last year's second-to-none team. They came in second place of the entire league. But this time we're going to go back again to Touchdown Fever. Take a look at that long pass. It is intercepted by Alan Montross, who gets it approximately 3/4 of the field before he is stopped by Moses Reyes. Great play, great heads-up thinking there by Alan Montross. Was in position to get the ball. Montross playing quarterback once again. You saw Snelson in the foreground being blocked out, but Mitchell Raybon comes up with pay dirt right there with that touchdown. That puts the score up to 18 for the end zones. 8 points for Touchdown Fever. That would be the final score. Terrific game. Just when you thought Touchdown Fever was down, they came back, but the end zones were able to continue their winning ways. They were able to keep on top of the ball, and they were able to put a stop to Touchdown Fever. But a great effort by Touchdown Fever, as well as the end zones, who come out on top. 18-8 is the current score, and this is Old School Media's Game of the Week. It will be broadcast on Houston Media Source TV. Go to hmstv.org to find out when the game will be broadcast. As we take a look at the second game of the night, we were not able to get it on videotape, and we are terribly sorry about that. Our sincere apologies, but the Team Moby finishers would put another one in the win column, 26-7 over the Texas Lightning. Let's go to the third game of the night with the undefeated Texas Thunder going up against the winless Texas Wheelers. First half highlights coming at you right now. Wheelers have been having trouble all season. David Enderle coming in to play quarterback. He's a substitute player. We have some players down with some injuries. And Shea Mack comes up with the interception right there. Tough break for the Wheelers. That seems to be the modus operandi of the team. Shea Mack gets the pass to his wife, Jen, in the end zone. Thunder on top with 6-0 for the Wheelers. They're going to have to try to catch up right here. Kevin Seaman, the captain of the Wheelers, snaps to Chuck Anderson. Chuck Anderson with kind of a punt right there, as a matter of fact. It's going to be fielded, it looks like, by Shea Mack if he can hang on to it, and he certainly does. L.A. Garrison comes up the other side, but David Guerrero able to put a block to him as Shea Mack tries to juke around, but L.A. Garrison was able to put a stop to Shea Mack's forward progression. But nevertheless, it goes back to the Texas Thunder. Nice pass right there, gets it to Jen Mack, and Jen Mack is unimpeded right now. David Enderle can't get to him because David Guerrero is going to put a stop to him. Jen Mack goes practically the full length of the field for her second touchdown of the game. That puts another 6 on the board for the Thunder. Plus they got that extra point. It makes it 13-0 in favor of the Texas Thunder. Second half highlights coming up right here. Chuck Anderson's going to kick off. You're going to want to watch this kickoff. This is incredibly amazing. Here you see Brittany Avila and Jody Hill playing substitute. L.A. Garrison in there as well. Now watch this. It's going to be fielded by Shea Mack. Now Shea Mack is an incredible juker. Goes around all over the place, but he may end up faking himself out. You're going to see what that is right here as Shea Mack unintentionally fumbles the ball. Now, whichever team can get to it first gets control, and Chuck Anderson was able to touch it before it went out of bounds. That's a huge break for the Wheelers. They may be able to get their first touchdown of the season right here if they can capitalize on this big momentum swinging event right here. If they can get back into this game, watch this. Chuck Anderson now can find no receivers. He's going to scramble with it and gets the first touchdown of the season for the Texas Wheelers. Unbelievable play right there. Good going, Chuck. Good going, team. Great offensive line protection right there as Chuck Anderson was able to go around the corner on the inside, or on the outside, I should say, and got the first 6 on the board. 6-13 the current score. They're only down by 7. Next kickoff of the game. We got an exciting one right here as David Guerrero is going to field it. David going around, cutting inside, gets by L.A. Garrison, gets by Brittany Avila. David Enderle comes in and cannot get to David Guerrero. He can't put a stop to him. 19-6, just when I thought the Wheelers had a shot. Thunder is trying to take care of that. Jody Hill playing quarterback on this play. And there you see the interception right there. Another tough break for the Wheelers. Wheels it into the end zone, 25-6. No extra point right there. But the Wheelers are playing pretty well. Chuck Anderson and David Enderle especially. Jody Hill as well. There's the snap. Chuck Anderson playing quarterback, tries to find an open receiver, just throws it away, unfortunately. Nothing doing there. That was a 4th down conversion attempt. It would go right back to Team Moby, Texas Thunder, with Jose Arriaga playing quarterback. But watch this. David Hill gets the sack right there and stops the play. And that play right there would have Jody Hill's seal of approval. Wheelers in all sorts of trouble right here as the game clock is winding down. Shea Mack. Oh, look at that. Nice play right there. David Guerrero goes on the inside. Jukes by L.A. Garrison. That never happens. Nobody ever gets by L.A. David Enderle put a stop to him getting the touchdown. It didn't matter, however. We're going to take a look at it on instant replay. I spoke too soon. Take a look at that. Gets right by L.A. Garrison. We have a future star in the making right here in David Guerrero. A great showing tonight by both teams, as a matter of fact. The Wheelers look to be getting a little better. They seem to be in sync a little more, especially with the substitute players. I hate to say this, but if only those players had been drafted initially, the Wheelers would be really on fire. But tough break for the Wheelers as the Texas Thunder was able to put another win in the win column, and the Wheelers will have to wait for next week. I want to give a special thanks to Joel Soto as well as Chuck Anderson. They were able to videotape the games for me tonight. I usually tape the games, but I had a stomach virus. I wasn't able to be there that night, so a big hats off, especially to Joel Soto, who got those great shots. He's never taped for us before. He had never done it, and he did a fabulous job. Until next week, this is Jimmy Anderson signing off for Old School Media and Wheelchair Football Tonight.